Hi everybody, Lucas Welsh here with another tips and tricks from the classroom. So today we're going to really get into playing your first few notes. Last week we talked about kind of where your first few notes are, how to find them on your fiddle, how to locate them, get them in tune, and make yourself a mark, a little finger tape or whatever it takes, a little whiteout or whatever works. If you got a really super expensive fiddle, don't use whiteout. But there's nothing wrong with whiteout. Comes off really quite easily. And don't get gobby with it. The other thing I like to do on the back side of the bridge is I like to mark the string names in pencil. Pencil erases good off of maple bridge. And then you can always remember. Okay, so we got our fiddle. Our fiddle's in tune. Or it is now. So in the school here, there's big heaters, and then one room is cool, and you get underneath the big heater, really wreaks havoc on the old fiddles. Okay, here we go. We're gonna work our first few notes out on this fiddle. Okay, we're gonna start on the E string, because I find the E string the easiest for students to play. Okay, because they can get their bow right down here. So you don't want your bow to be dragging on the fiddle. You want it to be in the middle. We've talked about all this, your bow grip. Okay, and we're gonna go open, 1, 2, 3. And so that's where your first tape should be, your second tape, and your third tape. You're gonna find that, put it into tune. So you're gonna be playing an F sharp, a G sharp, and an A note. Those are your fingered notes, okay? And we're gonna play an open string to start, so an E. Okay, here we go. We're gonna use nice long bows, nice and slow, and right from one end to the other. So 1, 2, 3, go. There you go. The trick is to make them nice and clean, okay? If you find yourself hitting that A string, that means you gotta drop your bow hand a little bit to get the bow hair off of that A string, okay? So we're gonna do the A string next. Now you're gonna get a little bit more tricky here, a little tougher, because you get a string on either side of it, okay? Now depending how your fiddle is set up, see the curve on my bridge? That really dictates what the angles are between these two strings on either side of the A, okay? So if you got a fiddle that's set up with a really flat curve, it's harder to play single strings. It's not impossible, but it's harder to play single strings. You got to be way more precise, okay? Okay, we're going to the A string. We're going to do the same thing. Open, 1, 2, 3. So you're playing an A, a B, a C sharp, and a D note, okay? And if you have a tuner, you can put your tuner on while you're playing these and search around, make sure that you're getting them in tune. It's important that your fingers be in tune from as early on in your playing as you can, because that's going to teach your fingers where to be, and it's going to teach your ear what in tune really is, okay? So 1, 2, 3, go. A, B, C sharp, D. Again, you want to make sure that you're not hitting. If I'm hitting that D string, that means that I got to drop my hand a little bit. If I'm hitting the E string, it means I got to pick my hand up a little bit. Okay, you can do that on the D string and the G string as well. Open, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, open. Go up and down. What you're playing is little portions of scales. Okay, they're not full scales, they're little portions of scales. But these are the first notes. This is getting everything going for you, okay? It's like we talked about with our bowing. This is keeping your bow in the middle, keeping it straight, keeping the hair, flat on there. This is your bow grip, where your fingers are on the tapes, okay? All those things become important. So, there you go. That's tips and tricks from the classroom. If you like what you're seeing here, hit like, subscribe, make sure you tap the notification bell. Check me out on Facebook, and have yourselves a great week.